Hare Hare. Everybody loudly.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody, please raise your hands and chant.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. Shri Shri Paramakarna Nitai Gaura Chandra ki. Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. So as we welcome each and every one of you here this morning for Srila Prabhupada Sunday Love Feast, something special or up in the air. Generally we say that there are different auspicious time within every given year, and most of the time we focus on from Srila Advaita Charya appearance to Ram Navami, which will normally include Lord Nityananda appearance, Mahaprabhu's appearance, Gaur Purnima, Navratri, and Shivratri is in between that also, and then Ram Navami, and we can probably say Sita Jayanti, Hanuman Jayanti, it's all within that time. And then we say from Lord Balaram appearance from Julan Yatra onwards till up to Radha Astami, which happens to be mostly within July to September, most of the year. But then we forget in between is Lord Jagannath. So something very special happening that in Puri, the devotees are gearing up on the 24th of this month. Will be bathing ceremony, Snana Yatra of Lord Jagannath. Here in Guyana also we will be gearing up for Snana Yatra by this month end, and early next month, second week of next month, would be Lord Jagannath Ratha Yatra in Georgetown, East Coast, East Bank. Hopefully that you will make a decision later this afternoon and after the Sunday program. There are debates. The debates is transcendental debate. Debate is going on. So where we should hold Lord Jagannath Ratha Yatra this time. So of course we know one location is here at the temple, Hare Krishna Study Center, which we have been doing for the last few years. Even during pandemic, we did Ratha Yatra in the temple room here, for those of you who can remember and who would have participated. So the debate is within Georgetown, whole Ratha Yatra in Georgetown. And I was envisioning, after Sanjaya Sachi Sutta or the Kishore discussion with me last night, I was envisioning that we start by in front Starbrook Market, somewhere in front Starbrook Market, and we roll up Regent Street, and we do the stage program at Border Cricket Ground. So I was envisioning that route. And then secondly, we were saying the Heroes Highway, a new highway from Eccles roundabout, going to the entire highway, going to Diamond, and find a ground, open space, somewhere within Grove, Diamond area, and hold Ratha Yatra there, take Lord Jagannath there on the new highway for the first time. I mean, they would have took this highway this side, but to go down that side would be something else. And then if you're going on the East Coast, think about somewhere on the East Coast. Last year we were debating on the Lusignan Community Center ground, and somebody said there weren't much space for Lord Jagannath to go into the ground. I don't know. That was Manripose or Lusignan we were checking out. Lusignan, huh? So that the passageway to go in the ground. So maybe you can double check that, or if there is another open space. So those are the areas. So Antara Mandiri, Jagu Jagu, arise, arise in the temple of my heart. Traditional Bengali, Bangladeshi bhajan. Antara Mandiri, Jagu Jagu, Madhava Krishna Gopal. Please arise, O Madhava Krishna, please arise within the temple of my heart. Antara Mandiri, Jago Jago, Madhava Krishna Gopal.
Antara Mandire,
Jago
Madhava Krishna Gopal.
Antara Mandir, Jago Jago, Madhava Krishna Gopal.
Antara Mandire, Jago Jago, Madhava Krishna Gopal.
Navaruna Shama, Jago Hiroe Mama.
Navaruna Sama, Jago Hridoe Mama.
Navaruna Shama, Jago Hiroe Mama.
Navaruna Sama, Jago Hridoe Mama.
Sundara Girirarila, Madhava Krishna Gopal. Sundara Girirarila, Madhava. Antara Mandiri, Jago Jago, Madhava Krishna Gopal.
Antara Mandire, Jago Jago, Madhava Krishna.
Nayani Gunaye Bitani Bada,
Nayane Ghanaye Betari Bado.
Nayani Gunaye Bitani Bada,
Nayane Ghanaye Betari Bado.
Jago Kishoro Shama,
Jago Jago Tumi Kishore
Radha Priya Tuma Jago Hero Mama.
Shri Radha Priyatama Jago Hero Mama.
Shri Radha Priya Tuma Jago Hero Mama.
Shri Radha Priyatama Jago Hero Mama.
Jago He Gosiraka Madhava Krishna Gopal. Jago Re
Madhava Krishna Gopal.
Antara Mandire Jago Jago Madhava Krishna Gopal.
Antara Mandire Jago Jago Madhava Krishna Gopal.
Yashoda Dula Ishu Ishu Yashoda Dula Ishu Ishu Nandi Yashoda Dula
Esho Esho Nanicho.
Pani Deva Tama Ishu Kisho
Pranir Devata Esho He Kishore.
Lai Radha Bame Hiri Raja Dame
Loe Radhavame Radhavame.
Loi Radha Bame Hiri Raja Dame
Loe Radhavame
Yeshode Brajaraka Madhava Krishna Gopal. Yeshode
Madhava Krishna Gopal.
Antara Mandire Jago Jago 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 Madhava Krishna Gopal.
Oh, Madhava Krishna Gopal.
Madhava Krishna Gopal.
Madhava Krishna Gopal.
Madhava Krishna Gopal.
Jaya Parama Karuna Jaya Nitai Gora Chandra. Parama Karuna Jaya Nitai Gora Chandra.
Jaya Parakaruna Nitai Gaur Chandra. Parama Karuna Nitai Gaur Chandra.
Jaya Nitai Gora Chandra. Jaya Nitai Gora Chandra. Nitai Gora Chandra. Jaya Nitai Gora Chandra.
Jaya Nitai Gaur Chandra. Jaya Nitai Gaur Chandra. Jaya Nitai Gaur Chandra. Jaya Nitai Gaur Chandra.
Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra,
Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jai Subhadra.
Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami, Nayana Patagami Bhavatumi.
Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami, Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me.
Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami, Nayana Patagami Bhavatumi.
Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami, Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me.
Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra.
Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jai Subhadra.
Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra.
Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jai Subhadra.
Jagannatha patagami bhavatu me.
Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami, Nayana Patagami Bhavatu me.
Jai Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra ki.
Jai.
So the translation. Please arise, in the temple of my heart, O Madhava Krishna, O Madhava, O Krishna, O Gopal. Please arise, glowing radiantly in my heart, like the new sun rays, O beautiful one, O darling Giridhari Lal. Tears are pouring from my eyes like a monsoon cloudburst. Please arise, O youthful Kishora, O dark Shama, O most beloved of Sri Radha, please arise in my heart. Please arise, O maintainer of the cowherds, O darling of Yashoda, come. Please come, O butter thief, O Lord of my life. Please come, O youthful boy, bringing Radha along at your left. In the abode of Braja within my heart, please come, O protector of Braja. Shri Madhava Krishna Gopal ki, Shri Shri Radhe Shyam ki, Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra ki. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Everybody loudly. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. A little bit louder, please. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So how are we this morning? Good? I see some sad faces. Are we sad? Hopefully not. Hopefully by the end, when we get the darshan of Shri Shri Paramakaruna Nitai Gaur Chandra, we'll all feel better. Yes? Haribo. So I'd like to welcome everybody this morning for our Sunday Love Feast program, Srila Prabhupada Sunday Love Feast, as it is called. And as was indicated by His Grace Prabhupada Dev Prabhu earlier, we are at a very special time of the year. We are in the time of? We're not sure. Of Rath Yatra. Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maya ki! So this time of Jagannath Rath Yatra is a very special one. And it is, well, let me not tell you why. You'll hear why today from our two speakers. We have two speakers this morning, not one, but two. Two is always better than one. But today we'll be hearing from His Grace Mayapur Chandrodaya Prabhu. His Grace Mayapur Chandrodaya Prabhu ki! And then from His Grace Sanjaya Prabhu, His Grace Sanjaya Prabhu ki! Srila Prabhupada ki! So these two devotees will be blessing us by showering our ears and showering our entire being with the glories of Lord Jagannath, which is always very glorious, the glories of the Lord. And so we are very eager to hear what these devotees have to share with us. We are? Yes? Intrigued? We are? Yes, we are intrigued. We haven't heard from His Grace Mayapur Chandrodaya Prabhu for a very long time, so it's nice that we'll be hearing from him, and we'll humbly beg everybody to please give these two devotees your blessings by loudly chanting Hari Bol 3 times. So, Prabhus, your blessing, the blessings of all the Vaishnavas are upon you, and we hope that you can enlighten us and make our hearts fill with joy by reciting the glories of Lord Jagannath. Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maya ki!
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. So, we'll all kindly sing Jai Radha Madhava together. Please make sure you clap. Make sure you chorus, please. Jai Radha Madhava जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा
जय गोपी जन वल्लभा
जय गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय
राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
जय गोपी जन वल्लभा
जय गोपी जन वल्लभा
जय गिरिवरधारी
जय गिरिवरधारी
यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन
यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन
यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन
जमुना तीरवनचारी
यमुना तीरवनचारी
जय कुंज बिहारी
जय कुंज बिहारी
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे
कृष्ण
हरे
हरे
कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
जय अष्टसखी राधा माधव अष्टसखी जय राधा माधव
जय अष्ट सखी जय राधा माधव अष्ट सखी जय राधा माधव
जय परम करुणा निताय गौरचंद्र परम करुणा निताय गौरचंद्र
जय परम करुणा निताय गौरचंद्र परम करुणा जय निताय गौर
जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada.
Shri Ashtashaki Radha Madhava ki jai. Shri Shri Pavankaranitai Gaura Chandra Bhagwan ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So this morning, before I continue my service, it's definitely an awaited event for this year. So we're definitely pleased and definitely happy that the Lord is yet again accepting our service of Rath Yatra. Rath Yatra, in short, is a festival in which we take out the Lord to give His darshan to those who wouldn't come to see Him, and also all of His devotees. And on that day, He's very merciful. He's sitting there on His chariot. He, along with His brother Balabhadra and His sister Subhadra, and they're going around. Everybody's having darshan of them. And it's just festivities. Prasadam is sharing, kirtan is happening, devotees are dancing. It's like that. Oftentimes we have a question, especially when we go out and take Lord Jagannath out. Who is Jagannath? Because a lot of people, we might know Hanuman, we might know Shiva, we might know Parvati, we might know Lord Krishna, we might know Lord Vishnu, but some of us may be still confused about who Lord Jagannath is. And in short, he is Krishna. Lord Jagannath is Krishna. Balabhadra or Balaram is his brother, and Subhadra is their baby sister, right? So today, my service, or at least I'd like to think I'll be able to serve you in a way by which I can tell you a little bit more of the origin of Lord Jagannath. It's a pastime which we don't oftentimes hear, and it's a difficult one at that to tell, because we have to talk all about, we have to talk from creation all the way to Indrajumna Maharaj, and you could guess that takes a while. So I'll try to summarize as much as possible, and I'd like to tell you the story in a way in which you can understand. If I'm unclear, please raise your hand, tell me. If I'm saying something wrong, please let me know also. So majority of the times we have different Vedas and Puranas and Itihasas, and most of our books are Itihasas, but there are also the Puranas. And among those Puranas, there's the Skanda Purana, right? And all of these Puranas, they have different activities of the Lord and His associates are described. So in the Skanda Purana, there's a setting in which the sages are having a discussion, and those sages are headed by a sage called Jaimini Rishi, right? And Jaimini Rishi starts off the discussion by talking about the creation. So there's a particular form of Lord Vishnu that is responsible for creation, and that form is Karanadakashayi Vishnu. So the Lord, in that form, He inhales and exhales and gives out innumerous universes and planets from His pores. And with His glands, He impregnates material nature and puts all the jivas at the right time, the right place, and allots the correct amount of karma to each jiva, right? There's no mix-up, there's no cross-wiring, nothing is going haywire. It's all order, right? And it's definitely not a big bang. So at that time, when the Lord creates the universe and He impregnates material nature and He puts the jivas, the time, place, the karma, they're all sent there with the jivas. And at that time, the Lord gives the secondary job of creation to Lord Brahma. Everybody knows who's Brahma? We have heard this name before. So for those of us who don't know Brahma, while Lord Vishnu is laying on his bed of Anantashesh, at the time of creation, a lotus sprouts from the navel of Lord Vishnu, and from that lotus, Brahmaji is created. And Brahma, usually we know him as the creator of the universe. But what Brahma does is secondary creation, right? The Lord puts the universe, the jivas, everything in place, and Brahma is there to make it picture perfect. All that we see here, all of this beautiful waterfalls, ponds, lakes, there's so many nice forests, flowers, all of that which we see here in this world, that is the secondary job which is given to Lord Brahma. He's creating all of this. But at that time of creation, while Brahma is creating, Jaimini Rishi is saying that at that time, while Brahma is creating, Brahma realizes that all of these jivas, they're going to be affected, right? They're going to be affected either by their self, right? With depression, anxiety. There's so many things which happens to us by ourselves from our own activities, right? And then apart from that, there's the other two kleshas, which is the Adidaiva, which is all of the natural disasters, hurricanes, tornadoes, whatever might occur. And then there's also Adibhuta, which is all of the miseries created by living entities around you. So it's not necessarily a part where we would describe misery as being another living entity come and chop you up. But the miseries created by other beings is as subtle as somebody creating an issue with you. Talk name, for example, a quarrel. They're all miseries that are created by other beings, other living entities. And so the living entity, apart from these three kleshas, they are also disturbed by the modes of goodness, passion, ignorance. And you could tell that it becomes hellish at a certain point in time for every individual, especially when passion and ignorance come about. And that's one way in which you can create disturbance to other living entities as well, right? It's not just yourself. So Brahmaji is looking at this creation and he's thinking to himself, my service is to create a world in which all the living entities will be miserable. Because think about it, in the material world, we always say there's a balance between happiness and distress. But majority of my life, maybe I'm doing something wrong, but majority of my life, it seems like only distress. There's little moments, there's little breaks of happiness, and then I go back to the same thing, right? Am I doing it wrong, or you all are experiencing similar? Same? It's nothing to be ashamed of, right? Because that is the nature of the world in which we are, right? Dukhalaya mashashatam, temporary and miserable. It doesn't change from that. So while Brahma is thinking about this, he says, you know what? I cannot definitely be creating a world only where there's miserable places for the living entity to be. I think I need to have a world with the higher guns. So he didn't have a cell phone at that time, but he made contact with Lord Vishnu. There are two different accounts of it. One account is saying that he went to Vaikuntha to have a word with the Lord, and another account is saying that the Lord would have appeared and they had a conversation right here where he was. One way or the other, the conversation did occur. And in that conversation, Brahmaji expressed his concern to Lord Vishnu. And Lord Vishnu pointed out to him that, you know what, the living entities, there is one place where they can have some peace, where they can have some spiritual bliss. And that place is Purushottama Kshetra. Right? And it's a strange name to many of us because we always heard about Vrindavan, Mayapur. We say Jagannath Puri, we don't say Purushottama Kshetra. But Lord Jagannath is also Purushottama, right? So this place that Lord Vishnu describes, it's neither in the higher planetary system nor lower, but it's right in the middle planetary system, which means it's here where we are, right? We're neither higher nor lower. And Lord Vishnu describes the place as in the middle planetary system. You'll go to a place named Nilachala. It's a mountain, a blue mountain. And in that mountain, there's a cave, and the cave name is Nilakandara, right? And inside that cave, I reside as Nila Madhava. That is what the Lord told Lord Brahma. And he says, it's not just me alone sitting in the cave there, right? It's myself and Lakshmi, we're present there. And the Lord tells Brahma that anybody who goes to this place and have darshan of Nila Madhava and Lakshmi, they never take birth again. And never taking birth again, what does that mean for us? Happiness is one answer. Any other answers? Going back home, back to Godhead. And from never taking birth to going home back to Godhead, what's the primary factor in that? The way in which we do it is chanting Hare Krishna. But it simply means, when we go home back to Godhead, it simply means we're not subjected to birth and death again. And between this birth and death, there is a whole miserable life. We're going to die again. God knows if we're going to die in a... some people say peaceful, but that is never really peaceful, is it? It's 40,000 scorpions stinging you at the same time. How can that be peaceful? So going home back to Godhead for us simply means that we are coming out of this samsara, out of this cycle of birth and death. And so when Brahma hears this, Brahma is excited. So he tries to hustle up creation, he tries to complete creation, and he rushes to go to see Nila Madhava. So when he's finished, he rushes and he has to go through this very big forest. And finally he reaches Nilachala. And by the time he gets there, he's very thirsty and tired. Because you could imagine it's a very long journey. And he comes across a Kalpavriksha tree. And by that same tree, just nearby the tree, there is a pond. Rohini Kund. Any of us heard of this before? Okay, one person. So we will not go into the pastime of Rohini Kund today, but I'll tell you what's special about it. So while Brahma is there and he's observing the Kund, he sees a crow. Right? What crows are known for? crows are known for being filthy. They go through garbage, dead carcass, that kind of stuff. So he sees the crow, flies to the pond to drink water. And while he's drinking water from Rohini Kund, he assumes a four-arm form and goes home back to Godhead. So Brahma is even more excited. You could come to this place now and you could drink water, simply drink some water here and go home back to Godhead. But then also, this policy was troublesome to somebody. Yamraj had a problem with this policy. Who is Yamraj? Can any of us say who is Yamraj? Superintendent of death. And other than being the superintendent of death, what is his job? Dharmraj. He's one of the 12 Mahajans also. His job is punishment, right? That job has been given to him by the Lord, in which after death, when somebody needs to go and suffer for whatever reactions they have committed, they'll go to Yamraj. Yamraj will ask Chitragupta, go through the records, let's see what he's done. We go sort you out today. So Yamraj becomes very displeased, because if there is a pond where a sinful person can go and drink water and become immediately liberated, assume a four-arm form and become an associate with the Lord, go home back to Godhead, then my job, it's like when us humans feel like we are being replaced by AI, by machines. That is the moment for Yamraj here. If this couldn't exist, then what's the use of me? What is my service for? Right? So both Brahma and Yamraj, they started meditating. And soon enough, Lakshmi appears. Right? And Lakshmi is the eternal consort of Lord Vishnu. So when she appears, she says, Brahma, Yamraj, please accept my blessings. You look like you have a lot of questions. But before you ask me any questions, let me tell you this. So she begins by saying that the devatas, the demigods, which are responsible for all the administration in the universe, they have no interference here, no influence whatsoever. That this place is Krishna's place. Nobody cannot go here, nobody cannot come here and do anything. Everything happens here by Krishna's will. There's no middleman. Usually in our world there's a middleman because they're administrators. And when Krishna has given this task to somebody, unless they misuse their power, their status, their ability, that's their service. Right? So in Purushottama Kshetra there is no middleman. That's Krishna's direct will. And she says that this place have 5 qualities. Anyone who sleeps with their back on the ground gets benefit of full yogic samadhi. You can imagine when I sleep, I might want to take a day in samadhi, but that's not samadhi. Sages and different personalities, when you hear about how much penance and austerities they do before they go into samadhi, it's a very difficult thing for us to understand. So that's the first one. The second one, anyone who speaks here gets the benefit of speaking Vedic hymns from the Vedas. It doesn't matter what you speak. It could have been mundane, could have been Krishna related, but you get the benefit of speaking the hymns from the Vedas. Thirdly, anyone who walks here get the benefit of doing Bhumandala Parikrama 7 times. You can imagine that most of us don't complete any parikrama in our lifetime except maybe our local temple. So to get the benefit of doing 7 Bhumandala Parikrams, that's very rare. Right? Fourthly, anyone who breathes here gets the benefit of performing 1 Ashwamedha Yajna for each breath that they inhale. And you could tell that the Ashwamedha Yagya was very, very difficult to perform. And we're getting that simply by one breath in this place. And the fifth one, if you look at this land from Indralok or beyond, each of the entities you see here, you can see them in their four-armed form. They're not just any and everybody. They're all associates of the Lord. And they were both, you could tell how they were both amazed, right? Because I don't think any one of them have been here before. They had so many questions. It's not my job to speculate, but asking so many questions about this place, especially when they're going to ask what is the history of this place, would tell you how intrigued they were by what they were hearing. And so Yamraj further asks Lakshmi Mata to explain more about this land. And she told him that at the time of destruction, right, when there's total dissolution, this land remains intact. Nothing happens here. Right? And she was further describing the glories of this land. And she said that there is one great sage named Markandeya Rishi. We have heard about this sage before? Yeah? So he was a great sage who had a very long life. He had the blessing of a very long life. So what is long life for us? Tell me, anybody? 100 years? Anybody else? Any other guests? So, Markandeya Rishi didn't have 100 years or 50 years. He was blessed to live for 7 kalpas. And each kalpa is some million earth years, 16 plus million earth years for us. So imagine he had to live through 7 of that. And you could tell that in the day of Brahma, it was all very nice and everything, because that is when creation was blooming. What happened in the night when destruction was going on? Because he was not going to be destroyed, he had that blessing to live. So at various points, he's tossed around in the night, and there's no water or food. There's water, but it's extremely salty. Who's going to drink that? So Markandeya Rishi was having so many problems in this one period of destruction. And then he looks and he notices that there was a land close by, totally unaffected. And that's this Purushottama Kshetra that Mother Lakshmi was describing. And on that land, right, he saw that there was a big banyan tree. And on it was a Ujjwala Nilamani, which means a blue sapphire gem, self-effulgent. And that gem which he is describing, that blue gem which he is describing, is on one of the branches of the banyan tree. And that's baby Krishna. And as Markandeya Rishi goes towards this land, he approaches, he sees Krishna is there, taking his little hands, holding his foot, and sucking his toe. And Markandeya Rishi is asking him, Krishna, what are you doing? Why are you sucking your toe? So, many questions come to mind. At least I know my foot does stink, much less putting it in my mouth. Right? Why would Krishna be sucking his toe? So Krishna foot wasn't stink, let's start there. It's described that the Kumaras, the 4 unmarried sons of Brahma, they were doing meditation for billions of years. Right? And one time they went to a place where Krishna was, and his lotus feet, the scent from his lotus feet was so great, was so good, so intoxicating that they forgot what they were meditating about for those billions of years that passed, that they were in meditation. And when we are talking about the Kumaras, they're not just forgetful people like us. We put our phone upstairs and then we go downstairs to take prasad and we forget where the phone is. These were not the Kumaras. They were very intelligent people who had very good memory. So Krishna is telling Markandeya Rishi that everybody is saying that my feet, they're describing my feet as lotus feet. And to my knowledge, in the middle of the lotus, there's nectar. So I want to taste that nectar. So I'm sucking my toe to get that nectar. And Markandeya Rishi is telling him, you know what? You can't taste that nectar, Krishna. My Lord, you can't taste that. You have to leave that. You have to ask the devotees, right? How sweet that nectar is. The lotus petals cannot taste the nectar from inside the lotus. You have to ask the devotees, all of the pure devotees, like, Srimati Radharani and all of the various devotees who are serving Krishna so well. You have to ask them how that nectar tastes. And Krishna in his baby form, Krishna, he's a little wicked in his baby form. He said, I don't know what you're talking about. All I know to do right now is suck. I'm going to keep sucking. So at one point in time, Krishna, sucks and it's like an inhale. And Markandeya Rishi is in front. And Krishna sucks him in. Right? And he goes into the stomach of Krishna and he has... Do you remember the pastime of Mother Yashoda and Krishna where he opens his mouth and Mother Yashoda is able to see the entire creation? So some of us can remember that pastime. So it's the same thing happening here. Markandeya Rishi is able to see the entire creation. And he's in total awe. And as he's about to offer obeisances, Krishna exhales. He's out back. Right? So... 1 minute. So then Markandeya Rishi says, my dear Lord, thank you for showering your mercy and showing me all of this. This is indeed great blessings that I've gotten. But tell me, how can I be saved when all of this is happening, when the destruction of the world is happening? There's so many activities which are happening around me, but I'm being disturbed, right? Can you imagine that creation is happening, right? We've seen movies, and when a bomb goes off and somebody is nearby, what happens? There's debris flying all over the place. You got to duck. You might get hit. Your ears go deaf. There's so many things which go wrong, right? And Markandeya Rishi is in the destruction of the world, and he's describing this to the Lord. And the Lord says, this is Purushottama Kshetra. This place, it's not going to be destroyed. You stay right here, and you'll be saved. So Markandeya Rishi is there at Purushottama Kshetra, and he's meditating on, the beautiful form of the Lord. And Lord Shiva sees from a distance, this is such a great devotee. He's going through so much of austerities, pain, so much is happening to him. I want to give blessings to him. Imagine what kind of a devotee you have to be, to attract, without calling Lord Shiva, to attract his attention. And he's so pleased that he wants to give you blessings. Right? So, there's one problem. Lord Shiva finally came. He's standing there in front of Markandeya with his Trishul. But Markandeya Rishi is so absorbed in meditating about the Lord, he isn't opening his eyes. How will he get the blessings? So, we'll stop this pastime here, and we'll continue it at a later date. I think I've piqued your attention enough. I'm seeing everybody listening attentively. We'll now hear from His Grace Sanjaya Prabhu, and we'll definitely continue this pastime. Your homework for now is finding out how much years is 7 kalpas. Right? I told you how much is 1 year, but I didn't tell you an exact figure. So the next time, maybe Hari Kirtan Prabhu or Sachi Sutta Prabhu can continue this pastime, and you have to give that homework to them, right? So thank you very much for listening. We're now going to hear Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. We're gonna maybe let's see what Krishna desires. So now we'll hear from Sanjaya Prabhu, who is one of our temple managers here. He's constantly engaging in a lot of service. He helps to manage our accounts. He's always there. One of his favorite job I see maybe is greeting devotees as they come by in festivals. And you can tell that he's really associated with most of the seva that's happening here. He's also a grihasta, and he's been able to manage all of his responsibilities as a grihasta and towards the temple as well. He's a very exemplary devotee, and we'd like to now invite you to listen to His Grace Sanjaya Prabhu. Please welcome him by saying Hari Bol 3 times. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol!
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Mayapur Prabhu, for those nice pastimes, the glories of Jagannath Puri. So this morning, before I begin, I humbly seek all the blessings of the Vaishnava assemble, and also please accept my humble obeisances. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhuba evacha patita na pavanevyo vaishnavevyo namo nama. Ananta koti Vaishnavarinda ki jai. So, in our introduction, Prabhupada Dev Prabhu was mentioning it's the season of Rath Yatra, and Rath Yatra means Lord Jagannath, Baladev, and Subhadra Maya. So there's a verse in Bhagavad Gita says that why the Lord comes. So the Lord come not only to kill the demon, but specifically to reciprocate with the devotees. We can see, like recently we celebrate Lord Narsingadev Chaturdasi. The Lord came because of Prahlad Maharaj prayers and intense devotion. The Lord would have came. We also see that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he also came because of Advaita Acharya Prabhu. He was offering prayers for the Lord to come himself. And like that, the devotees had this desire. One time, Narada Muni saw this form of Lord Jagannath, Baladev, and Subhadra Maya. They were here in their own pastime. And when Narada Muni saw this form of the Lord and said, my dear Lord, please let everyone else see this form. So the Lord would have agreed like that. And another part is like Mayapur Prabhu mentioned here, the prayers of Lord Brahma for the conditioned souls, the suffering of the conditioned souls. That was also a reason why the Lord came. And Lord Jagannath also came because of Mother Parvati. Mother Parvati, well, in Lord Shiva had a little more morsel of Mahaprasadam from the Lord, and he did not share to Mother Parvati. And you know that when a husband got something and doesn't share with the wife, there's a drama. All right? So Mother Parvati, she was so annoyed and so angry with Lord Shiva that he get it from Narad Muni and did not share it. So like that, the Lord appeared and said, Mother Parvati, okay, please be peaceful. I will come and you will get my Mahaprasada. And today, before the Mahaprasada from Lord Jagannath, she distribute to any place, it offer also to Mother Parvati in the form of Vilma Devi in the courtyard of Jagannath Puri and distribute it. So Mother Parvati had asked in that pastime for each and every one of the jivas the Jivas is our children. So this is a compassionate heart of the mother. She doesn't only think of herself, but all her children to get the benefit of the Lord. And also we see that Indra Juma Maharaj, as Prabhupada mentioned, the devotion and love he had for the Lord, want to see the Lord, want to please the Lord, want to serve the Lord reciprocate, and he came in that form after performing so much Ashwamedha Yagya. So last week we had a spiritual bath from Harikirtan Prabhu from the Ramayana, and it's very astonishing. You will hear in Jagannath pastime, Lord Jagannath pastime, also you had Bhishma and Hanumanji. There were one Pujari in Jagannath Puri. After putting the Lord, after doing his service, he was going home. And in the night, he saw a huge, gigantic image, and he was a bit scared. So while he's going, he turned back and he asked, "Why are you following me?" And Bibhishan, this was the individual, Bibhishan turned to him and said, "I'm pleased with your devotion to the Lord. That is why I'm following you." So in those days, there were no smartphone. So the Pujari asked, "Can you please give me something as an indication that I will tell others that, I met with you?" Bibhishan take out his armlet and give to the Pujari, and he walked into the ocean and he evolved. And that armlet is in the home of that Pujari unto today. It's a big armlet. It's like the size of a wheel, bullock cart wheel. Also, one Pujari in Jagannath Puri, he was decorating the Lord Jagannath, and he was thinking that the Lord has hair, long, black, curly hair. And in that pastime, he was meditating like Krishna. He have long, curly, black hair. And Lord Jagannath, he doesn't have any hair. Eventually, Lord Jagannath manifests that form with a long, black, curly hair. And in those times, the garland from the Lord will go to the king of Jagannath Puri. So when the garland was offered to the king saw a strand of long, black, curly hair. So he thought that this is contaminated. It was offered to somebody else, then coming to me. So the king said that, "Who is this person that this garland was given to first?" The Pujari simply said, "My dear king, it is only you, no one else." So the king said, "No, you smartened me today. Today I want to know the truth." So like that, the king went to the temple, and he saw the Lord with the long, black, curly hair on his head. So he knew the Lord Jagannath doesn't have hair on his head. So he said, "This Pujari is playing a trick on me. I will teach him a lesson today." So he went up and pulled the hair of the Lord. And when he pulled the hair of the Lord, blood started oozing from Lord Jagannath. And then he realized that he made a great offense to the Lord. He made a great offense to the Lord. And like that, there are also some nice other pastime. There's a next pastime with Dasabari. Dasabari was such a devoted personality to Lord Jagannath. He was a very poor personality. So one time he had some coconut, and he could not go to the Jagannath Puri. So he gave his friend. So when given his friend this coconut to offer to Lord Jagannath, he said, "My dear friend, when you go finish your business, please tell Lord Jagannath that his devotee Dasabari sent this coconut." So the person did not pay too much heed. He said, Anyway, he finished his business, about to wrap up his business, and he went to the Lord. And he said, "Dear Lord, your devotee Dasabari offered this coconut to you." And right away, the arms of the Lord stretched forth, grab the coconut, and accept it. So this person now, he was so amazed that he fainted away. He fainted away. When he catch a sense, then he realized that this Dasabari was such a pure devotee of the Lord accept his offering. There are also some time that Dasabari had some mangoes to offer to the Lord. And when going to Jagannath Puri, he did not, the pandas, he did not want to offend anyone. So the pandas, they such a way that, okay, give me, I offer it on your behalf, I offer it on your behalf. So he did not want to offend anyone. So he said, okay, I'm going to offer it to the Lord himself. So he picked up the mango and he was offering to Lord Jagannath. And as he was offering one after another, it was just disappear in thin air. So everyone saw this and said, oh, he's such a great devotee. So the Pujari there said, no, there's something funny here. This is not devotion. Maybe he's doing some black magic. He's doing some magic. We got expose him today. So Dasabari said, no, I'm not doing anything. The Lord is taking it. The proof is you go on the altar, you see the Lord is eating the mangoes. They went on the altar. Mango skin and mango seed was all over about the place in the altar. And the mango strand was also on the Lord's cheeks. So the Lord accepted that offering from Dasabari. Dasabari also had so much remembrance of the Lord. He was in Smardanam. Always remember Lord Jagannath. That after a festival, he went home, and being a poor person, his wife, he was eating in a clay plate, a red clay plate. And his wife cooked some rice and had some spinach. The spinach was stale. It wasn't fresh. It was stale, so it looked a bit black. So in the plate, you had the rice. The plate was a clay plate, looking reddish. The rice, and then the spinach. When Dasabari saw this, right away he started to be ecstatic. This is the eyes of Lord Jagannath. He said, this is the eye of my Lord. And he was starting to behave in such an ecstatic way that his wife was so confused, could not control him. She went to the neighborhood and asked that, please come and control my husband. So the neighbors then understood that Dasabari had this devotion for Lord Jagannath. And he sees not only the prasadam here, but he's seen the Lord's eyes. So they advised the wife, next time you serve him prasadam, serve it separately. Don't serve it like this, because he will be in that mood. One time, Dasabari was old in age, and he had wanted to visit the Rath Yatra. And he could not, because of old age, he could not reach Jagannath Puri for the Rath Yatra. So he was imagining being there. And in his dreams, he saw the Rath Yatra procession. So he woke up and he told his wife, let us go. So he went to his pond, the reflection of the water. And when he and his wife was looking at the reflection of the water, the procession of the Rath Yatra was going on. And all of us sitting in this room, and all of us who will be hearing or coming to visit Lord Jagannath on Rath Yatra Day, we all have that equal opportunity. There were a time, a captain, he was sailing in the ocean and passing by Jagannath Puri, there was a storm. So the individuals, the inhabitants of that village tell him, okay, you offer prayer to Lord Jagannath and everything will be okay. Anyway, he did not believe that, but he had no choice. He had offered prayer and the storm became calm and he sailed. After that journey, he went to the temple and gave a bell. He gave a bell to Lord Jagannath, and that bell is there unto today. And I'm sitting here, I'm seeing Shankar Prabhu. A few weeks ago, we had Bhagavatam class, and Shankar Prabhu was describing Lord Jagannath so that his voice was choking up, tears was coming from his eyes, and his ear was standing on hand. Those who attend that morning Bhagavatam class, please show your hand. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Shankar Prabhu was sitting there, and he was given the passing of Lord Jagannath. And I'm saying, my goodness. And when he was experiencing this emotion, I also feeling some compassionate for Shankar Prabhu. And we're so fortunate to have Shankar Prabhu with us here, that maybe in some other session we can hear from Shankar Prabhu, pastime of Lord Jagannath. These are, sometimes you might hear its history, or sometimes this is long years ago. But we have our very own and dear Mayapur Prabhu Chandradoya Das. In 2013, Prabhu, please permit me to say this pastime. When we say it, it becomes more relish, it becomes more nectarian, and become more sweet. Mayapur Prabhu, right here, we all know Mayapur Prabhu. In 2013, we had a contingent of devotees went to India, and a few of them visit Jagannath Puri. Eventually, Mayapur Prabhu was rejected from entering to their temple. And Mayapur Prabhu, we know from since conception, he was attending Jagannath Rath Yatra. From since in the womb of his mother, he was attending Rath Yatra. From since a child, he was attending Rath Yatra all over this country, even in Suriname, Trinidad, Panama, he attended Rath Yatra. So you cannot take Rath Yatra away from Mayapur Prabhu. So when he was rejected in Jagannath Puri, in the temple of Jagannath Puri, he was heartbroken. And he went outside and he looked at the chakra of the temple, and he began to cry and cry and cry, weep like a child. His mother never saw him cry like this. Tears was coming down his eyes with snotty nose and snotty eyes. Sorry, Prabhu, but I'm just using this description of Mayapur Prabhu right here. And the Lord Jagannath reciprocated with him, that he had the opportunity there and then to go into the temple and take darshan of the Lord. Maybe you want to take the mic and say the pastime. Yeah. So this is how the Lord reciprocates with his devotees. And Lord Jagannath is so sweet, is so merciful. One time there was flood in the area, flood in the temple, and the pujaris and the devotees complained to the Lord, my dear Lord Jagannath, we cannot able to serve you, that this is affecting us, affecting our service. So Lord Jagannath like this said, what can I do? The ocean water is coming, you want to take darshan, and this is my father-in-law. So we know Mother Lakshmi came from the ocean. So this is my father-in-law. He want to take my darshan. He want to have my association also. So this is a sensitive little issue here. So like that, they would have speak and they asked Hanumanji to take care of this. So Hanumanji said, okay, no problem, I'll take care of it. So one time, Hanumanji was not there. Hanumanji, the water came in and flooded the place. And Hanumanji, they thought Hanumanji, when they looked for Hanuman, Hanumanji was not there. Hanumanji, when Hanumanji came back, they asked Hanumanji, what happened? He said, well, the prasadam here in Jagannath Puri was not that much spicy. I went to Ayodhya, where the prasadam is a bit more spicy. All right? And I come back. So they were thinking, my goodness, if Hanumanji have to go for breakfast prasadam, go for lunch prasadam, and go for dinner prasadam in Ayodhya, what will happen with Jagannath Puri? There will be a flood. So like that, they tie Hanumanji and let him remain there, that you stay here and you take care of this ocean. There's the other part there where they said, not the Pujari tie Hanumanji, is the Lord bound Hanumanji to that spot. Also, the Pujari were complaining to the Lord that the noise at the ocean was affecting them from reciting the mantras. So the Lord said, okay, I will ask Hanumanji to take care of this. So the Lord summons Hanumanji, and Hanumanji came. So when they saw Hanumanji in the courtyard of Jagannath Puri at the temple in a huge form, they explained the plight to Hanumanji that they cannot able to chant the mantras when offering prayers and bhoga to the Lord. The noise from the wave and ocean disturbed them. Hanumanji said, okay, no problem, I take care of this. And Hanumanji, the noise and of the ocean would have conceived it in his ears. So the next morning, the pujaris, they went and they was doing the offering. So one pujari did not hear any noise, any sound coming from the ocean. So he was thinking, maybe I'm imagining something. He went to the other pujaris and asked, are you hearing any noise coming from the ocean? And like this, they said no. No noise was coming from the ocean. So the noise that was coming from the ocean disturbed the pujaris worshipping Lord Jagannath. Hanumanji take care of it through his ears. And there's a funny pastime there also, that even when the devotees go to that area, go to that spot and they see Hanumanji, they will say jokingly, please don't ask Hanumanji for any benediction because he cannot hear. Right? They say like this jokingly, because he take care of all the rumbling noise from the ocean, not to disturb the pujaris worshipping Lord Jagannath. It is said that Mahaprasada from Lord Jagannath Puri, that even a Brahmana, even though it is in the mouth of a dog, a Brahmana can take it out from the mouth of the dog and eat it. It's still considered, it's not contaminated. This is the potency of Lord Jagannath and Lord Jagannath Prasadam and Jagannath Puri, as Mayapur was saying, Purushottam Kshetra. This is the potency of the Dham, Lord Jagannath and Jagannath Puri. Even, and there's a boon also, I think I'll just wrap up here with this boon. King Indrajumna asked for 3 boon when he had placed the deities of Lord Jagannath on the altar and start to worship. He asked for 3 boon. He said, my Lord, I do not want any sons. No sons. Because sons will have the tendency that, okay, this is my father. I will have inheritance of my father. So he did not want that. And he said, okay, the other boon is that let there eat, and only eat. And in Jagannath Puri, the fire never go out. That when you make an off, if you're eating and you go and wash your hands, and before your hands dry, prasadam is served to you again. You only eat and eat and eat. And the next part, King Indrajumna also asks, is that, Lord, please do not sleep, because there's so much suffering. The jivas in this world, they're suffering so much. Please look at them, give them darshan, and reveal them suffering. The Lord said, okay, tatastu, no problem. That's why you see the Lord with so big eyes, no eyelids, and the Lord always look out. And for us, we will have darshan of Lord Jagannath in Jagannath Puri for approximately 22 hours per day. The other 2 hours, when we think the Lord is at rest, the Devatas, the Devis, and the celestial from other planets, they come to Jagannath Puri and take darshan of the Lord. And the proof was that they would have put prasadam with the Lord, and when they go, the pujari, they will go next morning to take care of the Lord. Those prasadam was gone. So like this, not only we are anxious, or we wanted the benediction of, or the blessings and darshan of Lord Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, Maya, nor they have the glorious opportunity to visit Jagannath Puri. Even the Devatas and the Devis and celestial beings, they're anxious, they're eager to visit that holy land and get darshan of Lord Jagannath. All of us here, again, I'm stressing, or I'm imploring, all of us here have that equal opportunity. And it's said in scriptures, and our acharyas also quote, that wherever the devotees are, there is where the Lord dwells. So all of us, in a few weeks, time we will have Lord Jagannath Rath Yatra here, right here in Georgetown, right here in Guyana. Let us take the opportunity. Let us serve Lord Jagannath. Let us give that devotion. Let us reestablish that connection with Lord Jagannath. And like that, the Lord will reciprocate in so many different ways that is we cannot conceive. Just like Dasa Bauri had the glorious opportunity to serve, and the Lord reciprocate with him in so many different ways. The Lord also, Lord Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadramaya, would also reciprocate to that degree with our devotion. So thank you very much. If I have said anything that is incorrect, it's just that all of you, all the devotees assemble here, and this is what I hear from you. These are the pastimes I hear from the devotees. And the thing is that when you hear the Lord pastime from devotees, it become more relishing, it become more sweet, and it always remain in the heart. So like this, all of you, all of us, let us keep Lord Jagannath. When we pull in that rope on Rath Yatra Day, let us not only think that we pull in this rope for the Lord to reunite with the devotees in Vrindavan and other holy places, but let us, when we pull in that rope, let us have the consciousness that we pull in this rope, that Lord Jagannath will visit our heart. And if my heart is such a filthy place, and the only way that my heart can be cleansed for Lord Jagannath to reside in is by chanting the holy name of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. I can see that there's a part of our congregation is missing today, and there's no wonder. That is because currently there's a match going on. And guess what kind of match? There's a match with India and Pakistan, T20 World Cup, currently going on. That's why you see a part of our congregation is missing. So those who are missing, those who are here and those who are not here, we pray that Lord Jagannath mercy be with you. And I will tell you something in closing. On the 19th of last month, I was absent, and the devotees here offer prayers on my behalf. So on this, I will take this opportunity, and I want to ask each and every one of you, let us raise our hands. And all those individuals who have loved to be here and not here for some reason or the other, we pray that the Lord, Sri Sri Padma Karuna Nitai Gaura Chandra, Lord Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadramaya, be merciful to them and continue to shower the blessings and keep them in their service. So let us chant one Mahamantra loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadramaya ki jai. So humbly request everybody, did everybody enjoy the class that was given by these two Prabhus? So please, by a loud round of applause. And we can see how the mood of different devotees are amazing. And when we hear pastimes from different devotees, we get different types of realizations. Mahaprabhu Prabhu gave us a wonderful glimpse into the eternal pastimes of the Lord and the sweetness of the Lord. And Sanjaya Prabhu, as always, gives a very, very, I don't know how to describe it. It's like the jalebi or maybe like a gulab jamun. He describes so wonderfully, in a sweet way, the pastimes of the Lord. But one of the things that always amazes me about Sanjaya Prabhu's presentations, I don't know how many of you have noticed, is that he always glorifies devotees in our yatra, present. Have we noticed this? Yes? Always. And that, I feel, is one of the most amazing things, and it's an important thing that we should all take from Sanjaya Prabhu. We should all learn to see wonderful devotees in our company as well. So we hope that next week we can hear the continuation of the pastime from His Grace Mayapur Chandrodaya Prabhu. He left us in a very big cliffhanger. Yes? So we might need to petition to the organizers of the Sunday feast to get Mayapur Prabhu to continue the pastime next week. We agree? Yes? We enjoyed very much his narration of the pastime of Lord Jagannath and the description of Purushottam Kshetra. And now we'll have the beautiful darshan. Earlier, everybody was so sad. I don't know why. Hopefully, you're a bit happier after hearing the katha today. But now we'll be having the darshan of Shri Shri Paramakarunitai Gaur Chandra. So everybody please stand and come forward for a darshan. Hare Krishna. Jai Jagannath. Everybody together. Jaya Paramakaruna Jaya Nitai Gaur Chandra Jaya Paramak. Nitai Gaur Chandra Jaya Nitai Gaur Jaya Nitai Jaya Nitai Gaur Chandra Jaya Nitai Gaur Chandra Jaya Nitai Gaur Chandra Jaya Nitai Gaur Chandra. Jaya Nitai Gaur Chandra Jaya Nitai Gaur Chandra Nitai Gaur Chandra Jaya Nitai Gaur Chandra. Jai Shri Shri Paramakaruna Nitai Gaur Chandra Ki. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashtatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra Jaya Paramakaruna Nitai Gaura Chandra Paramakaruna Nitai Gaura Chandra Jaya Paramakaruna Nitai Gaura Chandra Paramakaruna Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra Nitai Gaura Haribo 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 Gaura Haribo Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami, Nayana Patagami Bhavatu me. Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami, Nayana Patagami Bhavatu. Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami, Nayana Patagami Bhavatu me. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Paramakaruna Nitai Gaurachandra Paramakaruna Nitai Gaurachandra. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Gaur Hari Bol. Shri Paramakarunitai Gaur Chandra Bhagwan Ki Jai Vishnupada Brahmamsa Parivrajaka Stotra Sata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Vishnupada Brahmamsa Parivrajaka Stotra Sata Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Gir Govardhan Ki Jai Shri Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Mathura Dham Ki Jai Mayapur Navadvip Dham Ki Jai Ganga Maya Yamuna Maya Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Tulsi Maharani Ki Jai Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai Samveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Tai Gaur Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga.
I don't know the whole thing. If I get a word for you, can sing? Yeah. Namaste Narashringaya. Namaste Narashringaya. Namaste Narashringaya. Prahlada Lada Daine.
Radha Lada Gaine
Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha.
Hiranyakashi Purvaksha
Srila Tankana Kalaye. Ito na shringo parato na shringo.
Ito na shringo parato na shringo.
Yato yato yami tato na shringo.
Yato yato yami tato na shringo.
Bahir na shringo hridaye na shringo. Narasingha Madim Sharanam Prapadye.
Narasingha Madim Sharanam Prapadye.
Tava Kara Kamalavare Naka Adbhuta Shringa. Dalita Hiranyakashipur Tano Bringa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare.
Tavakara Kama Lavare Nakamadbhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanavena Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish
Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev.
Jaya Narasimhadev, 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 Jaya Narasimhadev.
Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj.
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj.
Shri Nrsimha Prahlad ki.
Jai. Shri Prabhupada Nitai Gaura Chandra Bhagwan ki Jai.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. On behalf of the beautiful Lordship Sri Sri Parama Karunani Nitai Gaurachandra, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, and the devotees of Hare Krishna Study Center, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here this morning for this satsang, this wonderful program, enlighten us about Lord Jagannath and the upcoming event. Please, you can show some appreciation for those who, and like I always do, you look at the person at the right, look at the person at the left, and say, thank you for being here today. You can go ahead. Hope to see you next week. Right? Yeah. On a little more serious note, okay, also we like to thank the devotees that engage in this morning's services. Like, for example, the garland makers, the Matajis that make the garlands so nicely for the Lord. If you notice the garland on Srila Prabhupada and the Lordship, please show some appreciation for these Matajis. For Pujari today, or Pujari today, Shankar Prabhu, please show some appreciation. For Kirtaniers this morning, you can, yes, continue. And for my Puchanjadoy Prabhu for the wonderful classes today. And Radhakishore Prabhu and his team. Radhakishore Prabhu and the cooks in the kitchen, they were here early this morning, even before our eyes opened. They were here trying to prepare something for the Lord so that we can take the remnants of it. Please show some appreciation. And sometimes we miss these things. We can see Radhakishore Prabhu, and when we see these other devotees in the kitchen, we do not, maybe we will or may not see them in our congregation in this Sunday program. But these devotees, every single day, they will be in the kitchen from morning till what time? And if by the mercy of Krishna, we enjoy this prasadam, don't only think that it coming from Krishna. Think it was prepared by the hands of these individuals. Please, yeah. So it was early announced before the program start. After prasadam, please, all of you are encouraged to stay back. We will have a festival committee meeting to discuss Rath Yatra, the upcoming event of the Lord Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra Mayaji. Please, you can stay back and engage in that meeting, the discussion, plan to plan that meeting for Lord Jagannath this year. And you're going to be part of it, be in the planning team that plan Rath Yatra this year. So please, after prasadam, after honoring prasadam, you can be there. And like last week, Pandit Ruja Sharma and Dr. Vindi would have heard our lecture from Hari Kirtana Prabhu, and they made a wonderful statement that so much so that, okay, it's our turn to reciprocate, right? And meaning that, okay, we have here a young individual here also on the harmonium chanting Lord Narasimhadev Pranam. He finished his CXC, so he is pursuing he will pursue a course in Pandit. So let us all join and raising our hand, giving that blessing, that he can be one of the outstanding young leaders in Sanatan Dharma. Please, will you raise your hand? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gopalji, on behalf of our temple here, the devotees, we bless you that you can be successful in that course. You finish your CXC, so we hope that we will have that close interaction and close association with you and with the temple. So like that, we can work together as a whole to propagate Krishna consciousness, propagate Sanatan Dharma far and wide. Thank you very much for being with us here this morning. You will make your parents proud and also make us here proud. Please, prasadam is served downstairs. You can go downstairs. And remember, after prasadam, we have a festival meeting. Hare Krishna.